Assalamu alaikum everyone on my YouTube channel. Toxic. You must be aware of this word because this is overused word. Because when we say toxic, we consider this word as something which is not eatable, something which is not good, something that can cause danger, harm, poisonous, which is not appropriate to consume. So, why we forget that some companies, some peoples are toxic and are not good for our health. But most of the time, what happens with us is that we consume them over and over and again, and the consequences will be like that. One day, we will not be able to be the way we used to be, all because we have consumed them a lot. Even if you are having a lot of appreciation from that toxic person, and that toxic person turns out to be very dark and dingy in most of the situation, and you are not realizing it, that is going to harm you a lot. We human beings sometimes ignore the people who are actually causing a lot of pain in our life, actually causing a lot of toxicity in our life. We just ignore them just because we are having friendship with them, we are having so much of connection with them, all because we don't want them to be without them. But not everyone can be as good as you are. Sometimes we have to decide the borderline between the good person and the bad one in a same person. If someone is saying to you that you are oversensitive, your emotions are like, oh, you should not be like that, you're overreactive, that is also a kind of emotional abuse. You should be aware why something, some traits, why some people's always criticizing is good. Some people criticize you so much and say that this is constructive criticizing for making you good, but that isn't. You should be knowing the fact that there's a borderline between what is good and what is bad criticizing. But we all over and over just consume this danger, and that is not good for our mental health. You should be know the line between the good and the bad. You should be responsible for if someone is cheating you, if someone is making you feel bad, if someone is always criticizing. You should be, because you haven't said anything to them, you allowed them, you are having weak boundaries. So that's why the other people keep criticizing you, keep making you feel bad, all because you haven't stopped them. So you are fully aware and you are fully responsible. In life, when people makes us feel bad just because we haven't told them that this is my boundary, you cannot cross that, it is our fault most of the time. You should be know about yourself. If someone is making you feel bad, degrading you, or is still not saying it's a wrong kind of sabr, you should not do this. I'm not saying to make people feeling bad just because of your words, but I'm saying is that there is a line between your boundaries, that what you can actually engulf and what you cannot. And who is going to decide it for you? You should decide.